To a jury, eyewitness testimony is one of the most convincing types of evidence. It makes sense, doesn't it? What could be better than somebody who actually saw what happened? We always say things like, seeing is believing, or I'll believe it when I see it, or I saw it with my own eyes. Seeing is the gold standard for truth, it seems. And the more confident the witness is, the more convincing the testimony is to the jury. However, the correlation between confidence and the accuracy of eyewitness testimony is very weak.
Pathetic and weak.
It's only 0.29. People are swayed by witnesses when they display confidence, detail, and emotion. Come on, bro. He was very confident, and he gave all those details, and he spoke so passionately. I believe him. No, don't fall for that. All these factors have been shown to be unreliable. You need independent corroboration. Many people speak confidently, even when they're wrong. And jurors usually think that a witness who can remember details, for example, that there were 3 photos hanging on the wall, must have been really paying attention. Actually, those who pay attention to such details are less likely to pay attention to other details, such as the criminal's face.
Look at this face.
Wrongful convictions of innocent people based on false eyewitness testimony are very common. In fact, eyewitness misidentification was a major factor in 70% of wrongful convictions that were later overturned by DNA evidence. There are several sources of error when it comes to eyewitness testimony. Emotions run high during a crime, and this can affect what a person pays attention to and what he remembers later. Arousal affects attention.
Was he aroused?
Attention narrows as arousal increases. With very low arousal, attention is spread over a broad area. You just look around, and you pay attention to irrelevant information. With very high arousal, attention focuses too narrowly, so some information might be missed, such as the perpetrator's freaking face. For optimal results, you want arousal to be somewhere in the middle, not too high, but not too low. Psychologists have identified a phenomenon called weapons focus. It is the tendency to focus attention on a weapon, which results in less focus on other relevant information, such as, say it with me, the perpetrator's freaking face. The effect is heightened when the weapon is actually used, for example, if the gun was fired. Note that these results are from lab studies, where people watch film. One can imagine a more extreme effect in real life when a person is witnessing a crime in real time and is himself in danger. In a crime scene, you not only have a victim and a perpetrator, you also have innocent bystanders who could mistakenly be identified as the perpetrator because they look familiar. Take the case of Donald Thompson, a memory researcher who was talking about memory errors on a live TV program at the same time that a woman was being attacked in her house. That woman, who had been watching Thompson, later identified him as her grapist. Remove the G. She identified him as her grapist based on her memory of his face. Thankfully, he had the perfect alibi, as he was in the TV studio at the time of the crime. How ironic is it that a false accusation based on a memory error happened to a memory researcher while he was talking about memory errors? Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. People can be quite suggestible. I covered this in detail in my video, The Misinformation Effect. If you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. And hey, stop putting so much trust in eyewitness testimony. With very high arousal, attention narrows focusly. Attention narrows focusly. Attention focuses too narrowly. Narrowly?